Action.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Professor. And we grouped to introduce the IKEA strategy management analysis. And further introduce the strategy management considers of the analysis, decisions, and actions of the organization under attack in order to create and sustain the competition's advantage. That is, the strategy management is considered with the analysis of the strategic goal. Well, and I want to talk about the mission goal strategy. The IKEA the mission is created a better everyday life for the many people and adopt a product function and low cost appears disaster and reasonable quality. And they have the IKEA strategy is the intuitive strategy. Now, and I want to figure out the micro environmental facts. The IKEA manager is the environmental situation very well by coming up with the more stronger business strategy for the healthy future of the organizations. Now, and we want to come look at the PESL, the framework, and we want to talk about the policy for the IKEAs. They operating around the world. They have to follow different policy in India. The current policy holds IKEA to own and establish a business with 100%. For the economicals, they adopt a different strategy in different countries around the world by proving the range of the product. And the social, the IKEA changed its policy and used the cheap law available in China. For the technologies, the IKEA manning current adoption of the technology like the IKEA's catalog of the Apple app has helped IKEA to attract more customers. For the environment, most of the products made by the IKEA are eco-friendly. Now, I think the legal IKEAs will be the government policy for the multiplied control and the reducing of the buy power can limit it and turn to this, such as on the access to the rent materials. Okay, and I think we can figure out the 5 force model for the IKEAs. They have the buyer power. IKEA has many competitors, but the reason for them being off the top is because they have low cost and durable goods. And the supplier power, I think IKEA have more than the 2,000 suppliers in over 15 countries. For the IKEA was the huge. And the competitors, we think the IKEA have the very strong image in everyone's mind by proving it's the stylish and the durable low-cost goods for the almost 6 decades, which the weakened competitors. From the source of the substitute, IKEA make their products special by proving new style designs as per the last trend with the help of the technologies. Now, and we want to talk about the tariffs of the new entrants. It is difficult for the enter with the unknown product to win the available market share of the company loyalty exist with the existing form. That is the IKEA for the 5 force model. Thank you very much. The next one.
I want to talk about the internal analysis of IKEA. There are 2 things in internal analysis. The first one is core competency and the second one is work analysis. And I want to talk about the first one, core competency. The core competency of IKEA is offers a well-designed products with reasonable price. In other words, customer can get the high quality product with low price. And now let's move on to the work analysis. There are 4 main elements in the work analysis. There are strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Now let's talk about the strength first. There are 2 strengths of IKEA. It is market presence and strong reputation. With the strong reputation of IKEA, IKEA can attract a lot of customers from different ages all around the world. And with the market presence with 298 stores in over 26 countries, IKEA can attract a lot of customers in many countries. And with the weakness, the size of global market and the local strategies are the weakness of IKEA. With the large size of global markets, it's very hard for IKEA to control and manage all the stores all over the world. And local strategy is another weakness of IKEA because it's very difficult for them to differentiate products with minimized cost of manufacturing. Now the third one is opportunities. There are the opportunity for IKEA to set in a low-cost manufacturing nation in India and China because of the low cost of the cheap labor cost in India and China, so they can reduce the cost of manufacturing from South. And threat. There are two threats: the low cost, low barrier to entries, and the strong competitors. The furniture industry has a low barrier to entries, so the new entrant can easily to get into the market. And moreover, there are some strong competitors of IKEA, so for example, Walmart and Target. Now I want to move on to the competitive advantage of IKEA. Let's first talk about the firm performance. In 2014, it is the set years of IKEA. The total sales of IKEA increased by 5.9%. It increased to 28.7 billion euros in 2014, and the stock of IKEA increased by 3.7% in this year. And total revenue increased by 2.8%. It was 29.3 billion euros. And let's move on the pervasive concentration of IKEA. The economic pervasive is the main concentration of IKEA. Instead of giving money to shareholders, they focus more to reinvest it in different industries in the world. For example, green energy industry and recycling products. Now let Angela will present the next part of our presentation.
We'll talk about IKEA's business strategy. There are four business strategies of IKEA. The first one is cost leadership strategy. A company follows cost leadership strategy means they try to do everything to reduce product cost by choosing low to moderate level differentiation of product. Compares with their competitors, also ignores the large numbers of market segments which company follows. Following this theory, it can be seen that IKEA products are differentiated because their products are different in design, convenience in use, and customization ability. Supporting for cost leadership strategy, IKEA do a lot of actions at functional level. They try to guide all things: efficiency, quality, innovation, and customer responsiveness. The second strategy is focus the cost leadership. This means IKEA try to combine cost leadership strategy and focus a business level strategy in narrow product segments. Give customers cheap products in narrow product segments. The third one is differentiation strategy. It means pursues business level strategy to make unique products, increase their distinctive with narrowly products, and bring a new feeling for customers. The last one is focused on differentiation strategy. This means IKEA try to combine differentiation strategy and focus business level strategy in narrow product segments. Give consumers distinctive products. This strategy would allow IKEA to target consumers from the upper and upper middle class, which they did not target before. Then we need to discuss IKEA's global strategy. In 1958, the first IKEA was opened in Sweden. IKEA's business model has always been to provide high-quality products at a reasonable and low price. IKEA provides a full range of home furniture products that many people can afford. They continue to expand globally, and with focus on low price, and this will increase sales and contribute to economic of scales. IKEA first started with the global standardization strategy. In 1963, the first store opened outside Sweden was in Norway. Additional stores were opened in Switzerland and Germany a few years later. IKEA focused to expand globally on low price. They pick the location in a less expensive area. Using this strategy at first, when there was high pressure for cost reductions and low pressure for local responsiveness. In 1998, IKEA entered China. The first store located in Shanghai. At that time, global standardization strategy was not working. The price was still too high. Then IKEA transformed into using a transactional strategy. IKEA had to combine the benefits of localization strategy along with the benefits of the global standardization strategy. Using this strategy, IKEA found ways to produce at lower cost to cater to the people of China. Okay, Daniel will introduce chapter 12.
Thank you, Angela. This is Daniel, and I will talk about some about social responsibility. IKEA wants to empower people with their extended supply chain to create better lives, to help them to end up facing poor working conditions and living in poverty. IKEA talked directly to the people working in its supply chain to better understand the challenges. Protecting children's rights is also an important focus for IKEA. IKEA wants to empower others to create better lives for themselves. Globally, the IKEA Foundation supports projects in some of the world's poorest communities. The IKEA Foundation is an independent charitable foundation that focuses on protecting children from child labor, providing a better life for refugee children and empowering girls and women. And IKEA will engage customers and co-workers in annual local and global campaigns for good cause to improve children's lives in the developing world. For example, to implement programs to promote children's rights, develop programs to help families and communities secure, and to have launched a program to help women in India, and to that more than 500 co-workers will to have participated in IKEA Foundation eyewitness trips. Let's talk something about IKEA's finance. According to IKEA's financial report in fiscal year 2014 and fiscal year 2013, we can find some important ratios for IKEA's stock valuation and analysis. From the exhibits, we can find that IKEA keeps stable ratios of return on assets and that on common equity. Despite of an unexpected falling growth in net income in 2014, its operating performance is still healthy and stable. IKEA, during fiscal year 2014 and 2013, has a relatively healthy financial performance. The risk of IKEA solvency with good asset turnover ratios is relatively low. So to sum up, with a healthy financial condition and a low possibility of bankruptcy, according to profitable and risk analysis, the stock of IKEA could also be good to invest. And finally, let's do a conclusion for IKEA. To being a popular global brand with many stores across the world, IKEA has responded to both internal and external challenges in a proactive manner. The passion of IKEA is a combination of best design, low prices, and economic use of resources. In this analysis, we use different strategic process to analyze the strategies used by IKEA. In addition, their ability to innovate and diversify their products also have been identified as part of the strategy of IKEA. Furthermore, the strategy of the company also includes their ability to adopt the changing needs and the demands of their target market, even in different parts of the world. Thank you.